On the left side, we have Klopp1324 playing in teal as the English. His teammate, She the Distance, I believe went random Civ and picked the Mongols. I love that. And she's also playing in purple. This could just be me secretly on a second computer with these choices. I love it. I love it. That's one team on the left side. Next around the circle here we have Namcap playing in customary orange as the English, and Controversy, his teammate, playing... Wait. Yeah, that's right. Controversy... Wait a minute. I gotta keep an eye open on this. Where are these... What is this? These teams are not... I'm confused now. Namcap in orange. His teammate is Squeaky G, who's yellow. And Squeaky G is in the middle of the map because Mega Random screwed him over. And also they can't call a restart anymore. So, good luck. Good luck, guys. I was saying you were a pretty strong team. But, well, hope it works out for you. That's all I can say. Controversy is the next team around the side, in pink, playing as the Holy Roman Empire, and his teammate, King Spilla, in green, playing as the French. He's got a strong French build order that he works off of. Pretty good stuff there. And our last team is Sudsy Sugar in red, playing as the Rus, the Red Rus. Love to see it. Good synergies there with the color. Provides you plenty of bonuses. That's not true. There, you know what I mean. Anyways, David M1A2 in blue, playing as the French. He wants to win. He's playing as the French. With a nice little golden landmark there with a little flag. I love it. So, Mega Random here is giving us a mountain instead of a teammate for Namcap. I think Namcap's going to be pretty unhappy about this. Hopefully, he doesn't get too screwed over. Because I don't want... Namcap got kind of screwed over in the last game, and he was very unhappy, and I don't like to make him unhappy. So, I'm surprised that they didn't call the reset there. I definitely would have. But, here we are. Squeaky G with the Malian pick. We don't see Malians every day. But he loves them. You see him every day when he's playing. Does Spilla play much? No, not much. He does not play very much, but he's pretty good. I gotta give it to him. He's kind of grabbed a build order from David. And every time they're in the call together, he asks David to like watch his game and coach him. So every time they're playing Age, that is. So he's solid with his French, with his knights. We do also have a Chamber of Commerce for our French player in the south. Let's take a look at these sacred sites and win conditions. Looks like the sacred sites are fairly spread for a Mega Random map. Like, they're not all on the same screen, not all defensible by one keep. That has happened before. The one time I've seen him, he has been solid. Yeah, gotta agree about King Spell there. He's solid when he plays, just not often. These two, very close together. This is kind of a tendency of Mega Random to put all the spawning things, the market, the sacred sites, all in the center. But as it goes, it is what it is. Trade also, is this the only trade post in the game? Is that what I'm seeing right now? Wait, that's crazy. If yes. No, there. Okay. Okay. There's two. There are two trade posts. Both in the center of the map, though, so definitely a hotly contested area. As we have our seed balanced pre-tournament seeds, balanced teams. Should make it pretty interesting. Any mods in the chat? I'm just kidding. Poo poo poggers coming through. Love it. Keep it up. Keep it up, my guy. Lone Cub, welcome in. We have our common faces amongst our Age of Empires 2 scene aging up here already. Controversy, David, Klopp, Namcap, Squeaky G. She the Distance and Sudsy Sugar are kind of just in it for the novelty's sake. They just said yes when I asked if they wanted to play. She hasn't actually rallied the villagers to anything, and they spawn in the back of the TC in this game, so it's harder to tell that they're AFK up there. But they're going to be probably at a serious disadvantage when it comes to the game. It's going to be down. It's going to be up to Klopp and David, their teammates, to coach them through. Hopefully, they can get some good tips, some good advice. As we've got all 6 other players hitting Feudal Age. Let's check out these landmarks. Council Hall for Namcap, his teammate, as we saw, going for the Mansa Quarry. He's got it on stone right now. Probably going to go for a bit of a boom, bit of a second TC. Squeaky G always struggling a little bit to finally decide it's worth going Castle Age. But the Malians are probably strongest when they do. With that Marimba Garrison at the minute. Very powerful landmark. Got a Council Hall for Klopp. We have a Gur for She the Distance. And a Barracks, actually. She the Distance she's been learning. She's been progressing in her age and her RTS experience, and she knows you gotta make units. That's definitely a lesson she's learned. Council Hall up here we've already seen. Aachen Chapel. Is that what this is called? That's what this is called, right? I don't even know. Yeah, okay. I lost it for a minute there, but we're back. Aachen Chapel. For Controversy. Of course, the School of Cav for King Spilla. Sudsy not going for a landmark either. Working on that mining camp. Does have... This is pretty solid. He's taking the Gaia resources, taking the deer. I like to see it. Going for the berries as well. Good stuff. David with the Chamber of Commerce. Not going to be going for those early nights. He probably wants to go 200 villagers in this game. Just build up the resources. But we'll see if they get full aggroed. We know how it goes. Aloysian knows how it goes. She's just down, I guess, Aloysian. She's just down to play. She's had a very good attitude this year. And, I mean, she always has. But she's just been willing to try things, and I love that. Not interested in becoming a pro age gamer and like practicing for 30 hours to win anything though. Just willing, just happy to be involved. Squeaky palisading up as much as he possibly can. He's gonna try to hold the middle, I guess, at least for now against David. Let's take a look at some of these team positions, which we randomed the team numbers, right? So we've got a little bit of a random chance situation here. King Spilla with the second TC. Good stuff. And also the Royal Knights already rolling out. Also, we have like proxy gold mine for King Spilla here. That's very risky gold mine. This map, it looks like it has a few little choke points on the water, but then otherwise there's some mountains. It's a bit of a Lipany situation. So it's very interesting dividing lines. Gotta watch that scout. So Klopp knows where David is now. That's those are probably the two biggest heavy hitters in the game. They want to not lose, so they'll probably try to fight each other. We'll see if Squeaky G can get out of their way. I don't know. Yeah, so I mean, like, asides this like crazy, okay, second TC for David situation with Squeaky G's spawn, we'll see if Sudsy can hold. Oh my goodness, what a mess. Looks like David got up the wall here. Sudsy can hold this choke point if he even needs to. It looks like that's the only way through, unless there is a dock crossing. So Sudsy Sugar actually in a very safe position. David will probably be able to just completely defend him in this little pocket of the map for the time being until he's able to contribute. Again, Sudsy launched the wrong game. He thought it was age 2. So we finally got him on the right game tonight, and he's gaming. He's here, and that's what matters. That's what matters to me. This little friction point here is completely unwalled. Because they're on the same team. Yeah, it's not a friction point at all. Pink and green are actually on the same team. If I was paying attention, I might know that. Namcap going for a little bit of a longbow spearman comp here up against Controversy. We'll see. They are former teammates. Maybe a little bit of a spice between the two as they couldn't quite pull through on the last 2v2v2v2. That was a sad turnout for a few people, unfortunately. But we'll see where the aggression turns first, as Klopp, true to his fame, is just palisade walling in the entire map. He's got to protect She the Distance, who is Dark Age Mongols, but has been making units non-stop. And this might be even the biggest army in the game right now. She the Distance, military. Okay, this is just military action. I want to see, can I see like military pop? No, that's not an option here. Current resources, income per minute is pretty good to keep that on. We'll look through that as we go. But also it's very annoying to have that massive thing on screen, so chat, let me know if you want to see something and I don't talk about it. Okay, looks like she's got the deer stones coming down. That's a good play. Versatile play. It's going to give her a boost as long as it's in. And the radius per here is not great, so it's probably not going to be able to reach the wood. I would have it moved here. She doesn't know about. I don't know if she knows about moving buildings. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We got scouts calling out across the map everywhere, all over the place. Stone walls for Controversy, walling off the middle. He walks across a sacred site as he's picking up relics, going to alert the enemies that that's happening. That might even pull King Spilla over there. Unfortunate that he wasn't able to shift click around that. There goes Klopp's scout. 4 deer, or 4 sheep go over to pink. Wait a minute, whoa, hold on, Namcaps, chill out, man, what are you doing? Okay, well, I missed it, but there was a ram push. We have 3 rams coming in on pink. Namcap with the feudal age English pressure. This might be enough to break Controversy's spirit. He was insisting earlier that he would only win if he was on David or Spencer's or Klopp's team. So hopefully he is game enough to stay in the game, to keep with it here. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, yeah, I mean, King Spilla has got a good chance at providing some support as the Rams are moving. David now with a few Royal Knights. And great pressure from Namcap, honestly. He needs to clear out this stuff so we can have space, probably. I mean, the temptation here is to just wall off and not attack your neighbor, just because there may not be the biggest threat in the game, you know. I'm not doing this for any particular reason, but here come. Okay, hey, listen. This is a good response, Man at Arms. It's hard, I feel like, to rush, especially when you're not kiting the longbows at all. I think they'll clear this up. King Spilla needs to micro around the spears, but this looks like it's defensible. We will need to see villagers pulled to deal with the rams. That TC is going to go down, I think. But it looks like Contra will survive for now, and I don't think he lost too much there. Other than the main TC, so that's some production for villager time. No second TC down for him yet either. He's going to just follow this up. Probably going to run into a bit of a reinforcement issue as Namcap is kind of streaming units out. King Spilla fully distracted on this side now. Oh, yeah, he's got some knights just scattered around too. I like that a lot. Yeah, Klopp going for some relic denies. So some very aggressive walls. Look at look at this tangled mess of walls from these players. Blue walling this like random spot around here. Teal going forward. There's a tower for David like right on top of those. Like, what is going on? Whose perspective am I on? Klopp about to go age 3, I expect. There it is. Of defensive white tower. This is a hallmark of the 2v2v2v2s so far that we've seen. Last game, 3 English players, and they all went with the defensive place white tower. I don't know why I brought it up after, and they had no good reasons. Just were surprised that it happened. 3 relics in the Regnants for 4 relics. How many relics does this guy have? 4? I guess I could go in the UI and look at it, right? No, never mind. It doesn't track relics in the UI. Let's take a look at the income per minute, though. As our first Age 3 player, Controversy is collecting the relics. He is getting his win condition under control. 5 relics I see now in Towers and in the Regnant's Cathedral, so great stuff from him. I don't know if this TC was fully repaired. I think he ran out of wood, so he has to collect wood and then go back and repair. That has got to be so demoralizing, but got the stone walls down, and I just respect that he's still in the game. I love that. Thank you. Thank you, gamers. Yeah, Aloish, I don't know what the thought process is here. I guess it's just that there's so many people in the game and the odds can swing so wildly that you might as well secure your foundations. Network of Citadels coming up for Teal. That's another bonus of going with the White Tower. You don't have to build a keep to research Network of Citadels because it counts as a keep. You can also produce all the things, just like a regular keep. Trade is moving out for David. How has he secured this? Where is this trade going? Is it going he? He's trading with Sudsy Sugar, who does have a few idols on that trade post, as he rushed to obey the will of his ally. There's a lot of idols. This guy might need to find the period key at some point. But the Rams are coming in again for Namcap. They are completely unsupported. The army is way too far away as well. And this is you really So it's a common error. It's a common issue with Age 4. You never want to build a gate on a tile of wall that's being attacked because it replaces the wall tile with a tile that has no HP until it is like being built. It gains HP as it's being built. So now there's just a hole. You hate to see it. Squeaky G is an Imperial Age, by the way. This is very unexpected. Fort of the Huntress coming down for him here. A lot of just defensive keep landmarks. Very surprising. Very surprising. Sudsy Sugar did make it to Feudal Age, by the way. He's got a defensive emplacement landmark, the Kremlin. Incredible. Guildhall for David, very powerful in this setting of game because he can just sit it there and collect for decades and then get a massive amount of resources. Looks like Controversy has been able to push this back, but he's not going for the rewall. If we look at current resources, he does have enough resources to rewall, but I guess we could check each person's POV and see the population here. Contra. This definitely is not. This is bugged. He has more than 1 on wood. I'm looking at the wrong player. Controversy's feeling the pain of orange right now. He's building a market. It is not bugged. Alright, David has a tower on the hill. He's got, if we go reveal map, spectator only, look at this beautiful vision of this tower. You can see all the cows. You can see all this passive food income. Incredible. We were looking at villager count. 135 out of 190 for David. Population, rather. King Spilla. 110 out of 150. She the distance over here at 79. Okay. You can tell I ran down the hallway and back. Sudsy Sugar 56. Clop. Booming. 138. How many of that's villagers? 120 villagers. 18 eco. Namcap. 70-51. Definitely going with that feudal age aggression. All in right now. Squeaky G age 4. 64-25. 89 population. We got to go back to the fight. Okay, looks like the team support is coming through for Controversy. This has been a brutal fight. It's taken a lot of he's taken a lot of damage. It's taken a massive toll on his build order. But he is able to hold with the help of King Spilla, who's doing a great job picking off the longbows. And also, Namcap's ally is unable to support him because he's going Imperial Age on the other side of the map. So, you know, hey, he's doing a great job as in a 1v2 where he's the aggressor. I'm surprised he made that decision. Would love the rewall here, but Contra has other priorities. He does now have the TC up. We go back. He's been hit hard. He's been hit hard, but he's still gaming. We got some more vills moving over to the farms. 643 stone, so maybe he's got a grudge against that bit of wall, but would respect a rewaller in that situation. Squeaky G cleaning up that whole forest. Seems like he's kind of like the go-between between blue and teal right now. Neither of them wants to push through him. And also I'm like beginning to get concerned. These players are not being touched at all, and as strong as they are, they might be able to just take it to an hour and then win by force of resources gathered. So, I mean, they're up against each other, blue and teal, not on the same team like what happened last time. We don't need to talk too much about that. It was a little bit of a mess, but I think controversy's rolling now. Namcap has been put quite a bit behind by his aggression. Another defensive white tower, by the way. Okay. Maybe Contra's saving up for a keep here. No. He's used some stone. What does he use the stone on? Maybe that wall that may already have been up. Maybe it was upgrading an outpost. That's probably what happened there. And it looks like green and pink are just going to attack orange. And they probably, well, they might win. What's the resource look like for Namcap? He's got a lot of resources, but not much gold. So, gonna be an interesting fight. We've got some friction. Squeaky G moving it. Okay, no, Squeaky G defending his pit mines that are outside of his base. We got some action from Sudsy Sugar. He has 5 spearmen, 4 archers. They're moving in. They're moving in. Squeaky G is in a much better position than David in this matchup. The French versus the Malians. Malians are going to be able to handle that pretty well. He is frontlining with elite archers, though, and you never want to see that. And my question right now is, where are the Mustafadis? I guess there's a lot of archers for David. So he's just going to run a lot of knights into the spearmen for the time being. On the other side of the map, hard raiding on orange. And it's starting to look a little bit problematic for this middle map team. They've been walled off from each other. They've been stone walled off from each other. And I think with the line of outposts that Klopp is placing down, he's positioning himself for a very strong middle map position. Namely the sacred sites and possibly the trade. This, the dynamics here with the two middle teams fighting each other tooth and nail. I mean, I guess this is something else. But this could lead to a salty ending. I'm just saying. I feel like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it would be less honorable if they just sort of, if they just sort of had like a unspoken truce and attack the other teams. Maybe they're banking on teal and blue to be anchored down by their teammates and be beatable 2-on-1 or 2v1.1. I don't know though. These players will surprise you. Look at this army. She the distance over here with a big army right now. We saw Sudsy Sugar contributing a little bit too. He's working. We're moving in with villagers right now. We're burning houses, and David with the archers is able to push some of this back. Squeaky G does not have the javelin thrower mass that he needs to deal with this. This is a lot of archers, and I don't think Squeaky's gonna make a mangonel. Controversy and King Spilla just ravaging, just rampaging through this map. Through the base of Namcap. This table has turned. I bet Namcap regrets attacking now. as this is still not walled. He's just going all in. But the white tower doing its job. He's able to hold for the time being. I don't think anybody's going to be knocked out by this unless it's by an emotional victory, by a psychological warfare. She the Distance reaches Castle Age. Seiji Sugar, the only player to remain in the Feudal Age, and She the Distance trading. What is she trading with? Teammate. It's a teammate trade. Probably Klopp will tell her to move the market up here. But for now, anything is better than nothing. 54 gold, not so bad. She did also make the Uvu, so I respect it. Knows a little bit about the game. Read some tool tips maybe. College of Artillery coming up for King Spilla. In pink space, positioned firmly with its sights on orange. The fight down south, we have not been looking at it, but it seems to have stalled out. Some early knights for Sudsy Sugar. He's contributing a lot to this fighting. And a defensive keep for Squeaky G. Any sort of like sneaky side attacks coming in? They're respecting the front lines for the time being. King Spilla reaches Imperial Age with that College of Artillery and it becomes the 4th player there. Klopp and David already in Imperial. I did not check those landmarks. It's a defensive keep landmark for David M1A2, Red Palace, with the production buildings all around it. And Klopp, what's the Imperial Age for him? A forward wind guard. You know, Drongo always says, get that wind guard in the back of the base so that it can't be killed, so you can keep producing out of it. But I guess this way, the map's really big, so you won't have to roll the trebuchets too far forward. And if you're losing that wind guard, you may already be losing the game anyways. Klopp goes for just the most aggressive stone walling here. Probably a good idea. The trade is probably going to be key in this game, and you want to keep anybody from breaking through. Namcap walling out Controversy's small force. He did. Oh shoot. Okay. That's a lot. That's a lot. They're going for the kill right now. And Squeaky is completely prevented from helping. I don't know how much these players know about what's going on. We could go to, oh, sorry about the black. Let's go to player perspective for a little bit. Klopp is attacking David's outposts and stonewalling in the choke points. He's really just going for that security. He's gonna knock down all these palisades. David is distracted pretty hard by yellow. We'll see if he reconsiders the priorities. Looks like just knocking down these gold mines for now. Where are the knights? And the archers. Knights and archers all over here. Klopp probably will make mangonels. He's gotten value out of mangonels plenty of time. We're moving to King Spilla's point of view for a little bit. Let's check things out. Sudsy with the knights going for that breakthrough on the incomplete palisade walls. Love it. And just completely doing work over here on orange. Poor Namcap is going to be very unhappy after this game, and I don't like that. He did attack though, but I'm going to refrain from saying that to his face. She the Distance and David over here. What's this POV looking like? A little bit of a chop through over here. You got to watch out against Klopp. He will notice. He will notice that. I believe his special ability back when we were talking about those, special ability for this tournament was they're not actually special abilities. They're just qualities that people have that I identified to keep things interesting. Creative endurance. That's what we got for Klopp. He's able to keep thinking strategically throughout the game and really keep his mind on the prize. Sudsy going for a bit of a wall off here, securing more gold for his ally. Relics uncollected because Controversy was unable to collect them earlier due to the pressure. Namcap actually has pushed back the attack. Love to see it. I mean, I guess I'm kind of on his side right now. I'm not supposed to take sides, but hey, I want these two to unify. Look, it's so sad and isolated on this map. Yellow's surrounded by 3 different colors. Controversy with Men-at-Arms at the door. He might. Let's see what he chooses for Imperial Age. It's gonna be the Windguard Palace, the meta choice. I respect it. I respect it. And we're looking over at Klopp, and he's got the most of the map uncovered right now. He's gonna be getting ram pushed by Squeaky G. Just a half-hearted attempt at a ram. I think he just wants to take down this outpost, maybe. We're gonna jump back over to our embattled eastern side of the map, the Elsbach Palace. Controversy's top-tier Elsbach Palace is coming down in the contested zone. Actually, it's not really the contested zone. It's just locking down on their gold. I mean, I'm happy that all of these players are still somewhat in the game. Nobody's been completely destroyed yet. And nobody's been, like, nerfed to oblivion. So, that's good. A lot of action from our middle two teams, especially these three on the side, but what can you do? King Spilla with the defensive, if aggressive? It's kind of an aggressive keep, actually. Let's move back to reveal map all. Archery range is coming down. The Controversy, is that like, is he deleting stuff? What was that? I heard some noises. He's using the market. What are those sounds? I'm looking for like dead units or something. What was that? I guess we'll never know. Another relic. Another day, another relic. Can we find all the relics? I don't know, because there's no UI on that. Apparently we have a total prelates, cycle through prelates UI. But let's take a look. 3, 4, 5. I think that might be it. Just the 5 relics for now. College of Artillery pumping out Royal Cannons, Royal Culverins. And we're gonna get everybody up to Imperial Age this game, I think. Nobody wants to finish anything off yet. We're just keeping things going. These teams are trading though, and you just know it was Blue and Teal that told their allies, we need to trade. This is a big 8-player map. This is gonna be a long game. We got to get that trade going, or we're gonna run out of gold. And I would love to see pink and green also trade. Yellow and orange, it's not looking like they're gonna be able to. But see the distance with the Mangudai. Love to see some Mangudai in the game. Don't love to see that. But what can you do? She's got a lot of spears though, and this, well, Veteran Spearman, I think these are fully upgraded. Veteran Spearman, +2/+2/+2. Will probably be able to handle these knights. And I don't think King Spilla would have the confidence to fight these anyways, even if he could win. Just because you see Spearman when you have knights, and you gotta run, so. He's gonna take some losses here, and might actually decide to fight this. He might be looking elsewhere as well. Got the wraparound. Some of these knights are stuck in the choke point. That's unfortunate. He's going to pull back now. That was a lot of losses for green, actually. She the Distance also has a monk in play, it looks like. She has a bunch of monks doing a little healing. Hey, there's some next level strats in here. And she can go Imperial Age now. Not finishing all the pastures, but you don't need them. Well, you kind of do, but don't worry about it. Prayer Tent coming out. A lot of idols here. These players do need to work on pressing the period key more often. She the Distance could work on that. Step it out, going with the meta choice. I'm sure there were questions asked to the teammate about that. I'm just like bracing for the Imperial Age click, but she's not even focused on that. I wonder if this was just to secure the stone, as Klopp says, time to move out. Give me that stone mine, and immediately. And here comes some more knights. He drops the tower, gonna lose a few vills. She the Distance going for the big knight clump instead. And we do have a sacred site cap. No. Okay, one of the monks walked on the sacred site. I think that was not an intended capture. But it's possible that she'll get it. She's standing on top of it. This is a real slaughter though. Look at this. And the army though. Give me the UI. Oh no, your ally lets them all die. Surprised he did not garrison in that tower and wait. But we do have some friction between some other teams now, and that's what I want to see. Rip Ville. I think the focus is going to turn more to the center of the map as these sacred sites keep pinging off. And King Spilla is dropping 30 towers on the trade. One sacred site captured. Klopp well positioned to secure this second sacred site. All they need is a monk there. And here comes Controversy. Gee, the distance does not have the army to fight this. Full Controversy army. This is the Controversy meta. Prelates, Elite Landsknecht, Elite Man-at-Arms. That's all you need to win the game for Controversy. Does he know? Yeah, he does. Okay. You gotta man the farms if you want to be gathering from them. A little bit of Sudsy Sugar action over here. The sugar is certainly Sudsy. Wait, this is King Spilla. I'm getting my colors mixed up again. Here we go. Was that trade over here? Is that trade? What I saw? What am I? I'm losing my mind. I'm losing it. Sacred site neutralized. High trade house for Sudsy. Yeah, the H3 landmark is always a bit of a toss-up. So, hey, Squeaky G pushing in on red right now. He might decide that he needs to take out the ally of David, and we'll see if David can support. He's been very distracted with all of this extremely stupid nonsense walling. Not to shade any player here, it's just the nature of the mega random mountain map that we have. Okay, David is pushing in on the landmark and has been for a while actually. Squeaky gonna have to pull back, pull around. There are stone walls, but there is a path through, and he knows about this due to the rams. The rams may have helped make the path even. We'll see how that goes forward. The Huntress goes down, second TC goes down. What's the TC count for these players as the battle in the middle is heating up? Looks like, I mean, if I was Namcap, I would be happy to see all of this action right now. Because now he's got the chance to build up, fortify, gather gold. He's English, he doesn't even need the gold piles necessarily. King Spilla with he's maybe getting a little bit caught out here. Horseman and spearman composition. There's a lot. Actually, there's a lot of different units. Hand cannons, horsemen, crossbows, spears. Klopp is throwing it all at the wall right now. King Spilla is going to clean up all the resources in the middle though before anything happens. He was kind of locked away on this island. Not very many resources over here. One gold pile remains in the back if necessary. And I'm curious what he's got this on gold. Gold, as you might expect. Let's look at the resource bank for these players right now. David M182, 25k food, 18k gold is looking like he's in a good position to push forever and ever and ever. Amen. Other players of note. Squeaky G with 7,000 gold food. He's a little lower on the gold. Klopp with 13k gold. You can really tell who's been trading here. Actually, King Spilla with 16,000 gold. Did he pop this at some point? He must have popped. Okay. I don't know how he got so much gold. King Spilla is just pulling ahead right now. He's playing with the big boys. Actually, King Spilla, second place as far as resources goes. See the distance with the stone and the wood in the bank. Income per minute might tell a different story. King Spilla gonna be pushed off of these central gold mines. And it looks like Klopp will clean us up with the Imperial Age unit. Sudsy Sugar reaches Imperial Age. What has he selected? It's a defensive keep landmark, gamers. If you didn't already believe, you better believe now. Okay. Sure. I guess it makes sense to keep everything safe at home. That's why all these players have decided to go for that. I can't complain either. I don't mind a Speskai tower in a big team game like this. You'll be able to build stone walls now as the roofs. That's very powerful, especially if you get Strelsies on top of those stone walls. And I think we have a gauntlet being thrown down by Klopp. He's pushed back this team, this pink and green team. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of vills. And he's dropping the towers. This is a sacred site play, and I don't know if it'll succeed. Klopp in a very strong position. But at the same time, if the players in the game are smart, the first player to go sacred site usually doesn't get it. It's usually the second. We'll see how they go. Okay, Klopp is like doing too much. It's popping off and it's making too many sound effects. I got to change to a different perspective. Let's go to Namcap with 11k food in the bank now. Only 700 gold, but that will climb. He's got oh, look at that beautiful gold pop-up. He's got enclosures. I want to look at the distance right now. Let's check the trade. Let's check the trade. 31 traders for teal. And they're doing a very suboptimal trade. They never moved this to the furthest extent. It is safer though. 38 traders for the distance. Incredible stuff. David M1A234. By the way, the number on the left is the number of traders trading with that market. The number on the right is how many traders that are active in total. So there's only 3 with this market because it's less optimal than this, but there are still 3 because some things just fall through the cracks. For our red player, okay, all right, David's also just constantly producing 38 traders. So these top gamers have they have let their allies know that trade is the way to win. And they just hammered it into their heads. As we do see some markets coming down for green. No traders though. There's the first sacred site cap. It's gonna move out to the next. The distance with the frontline army though. Klopp actually kind of not having very much army. He got wiped earlier. The distance going up against the HRE man-at-arms, and all she has to do is ask Klopp what to build, and Contra probably won't switch to counter it. So looks like we've got crossbows from purple. She's going to be wiped in the front army, front line army. It's going to be cleared out. It's going to be all killed. This is still looking a little questionable, actually. But I love to see purple getting in on the action. A lot of idols still, but what can you expect? We do have the Cognate Palace. Not great, but it is just a passive income of units. So, you know, definitely fits the Distance MO of throwing as much stuff at the fan as possible. And also it's very easy to just leave on and just get. You just get it. You don't have to manage it or anything. That Cognate Palace. Look at all these barracks. I want to see no trade yet for King Spill. A controversy, probably not either. There is a market for controversy. No trade though. My computer lags when I go over all these barracks, by the way. Too many HRE reflections, I think. Hiding in the stealth forest with 29 man-at-arms and the Lance connects. I love that. There's still action. David trying to break out. Squeaky G kind of closing him in the corner and holding his own. The trade is still flowing though on the side. You really got to break that down. These sofas are a force to be reckoned with. And if nothing else, I'm impressed that Squeaky G is able to go up against this. He's got a great sieve for it. He is out of gold. He's out of gold mines. That could be a serious problem. That could be a serious problem. There's no more gold for him to mine. Uh-oh. Well, it was a good run. It was a good run. Sudsy Sugar going for the ram. Got to take out the ram. Squeaky has painted a target on his back. I feel like both of these team players, orange and yellow, have just painted targets on their back against an entire other team, each of them. A little bit of boiling oil coming in for Namcap, who's been able to just chill now. Pink and green might be a little mad right now that they're the only ones trying to contest the sacred sites. But also, Sacred Set Victory counter is not even started in this game because of their ability to keep the pressure on. Teal is not... I mean, maybe Teal has just not decided to cap yet, but I think this has not been secured. Rebuilding with an incredible amount of military. That's 98 military units all right here. I love it. I'm a huge fan of this. It's amazing. It's kind of brainless, and the cannons will just completely wreck. Like, look at that. But just the mass is there to do what needs to be done, and I'm a fan of that play. I enjoy. I think that was a select all military, or maybe Namcap just decided to clear it. I'm wondering now if he's going to hold a grudge against pink and green, or if he's going to try to make a difference on the other side. This army is pretty far up north to do anything. He may even think that there's a proxy up here. I don't know. There were pink units standing up there for like the longest time, so pink and green are just wiping this right now. See the distance with another army. These Mangudai do need to be kited, or else they're pretty much useless. So they need to stay at range, basically. But they're not doing that, which is it is what it is. Klopp, is this a landing? How did these units get here? He's raiding green. He knows how to make, like I said, creative endurance. He's making the strategic plays. And he's done a lot of damage back here while we weren't looking, actually. He's making the strategic plays. We're 47 minutes in. As Squeaky G is kind of in shambles. He does have passive gold. Remember, 102 gold from each of these pit mines. Since they have the houses around them. He's got 3. There's got 3 up. This one's 78 because it's a smaller one. It's missing some houses. Looks like a wall has been broken through on the front. Maybe just to make way to fight a higher priority enemy. I don't know. Mangonels now for Squeaky G. I said it would never happen, and it did. I hope he pulled the guild hall. He did not. Oh, no, no, no. I want to turn off the stream. I want to turn off my computer right now. There's 15,000 gold sitting in this guild hall, and it cannot be collected unless it is repaired. Oh my gosh. Okay, that has to be King Spilla's main priority right now. That is insane. Is that the biggest value play of the entire game? I don't know. I need to get I need to get good screenshot material though. Well, you never know what's gonna come in clutch on the screenshots, on the thumbnails. I think I'm too late. I think I'm too late to get the good content. There's plenty of good content here. We're seeing it all. Mangonels from Klopp, and that probably marks the end of Controversy's ability to push the middle. Well, unless we get Culverins out, he is a Culverin enjoyer. Unless we get Culverins out, the Man-at-Arm armies are basically irrelevant now. And where is Orange? He had a massive army. Where is it? He's moving south. He's holding a grudge. Moving south on pink. And this could be the end for pink and green. Oh, I need King Spilla to repair this right now. Please. Oh, no. Oh, the Mangonels. Get some Culverins out, my guy. He better be producing them. Where can I see that? Where can I see that? Any siege workshops for pink? 2 blacksmiths. He's getting the siege workshops. Oh, he knows. He knows. He knows. Springles only. That's still good enough. It's good enough. Looks like teal was cleaned up on the south. Enough knights came through. Please repair. Oh, wait. Maybe. Oh, no. It's because I'm not in the POV. So you go like this. Oh. Can you collect? Maybe it just stops. Maybe it just stops accumulating? It says 80 resources ready to be collected. I clearly don't understand that landmark. Okay, maybe he did collect it, or maybe it was already collected before, and I just super overstated that. David has 14k stone ready to be collected, and that could be game winning, but teal and blue, They might swing at each other, and some other little gnats might get in the way and win the game instead. You never know. That's probably rude to say they're little gnats. Because they're not. They're doing a lot of work here. These sacred sites are only not captured now because of the work of Controversy and King Spilla. They've been doing a huge amount of good work here. She the distance with some hand cannoneers, some crossbows, a few shamans mixed in there, because why not? We got some stone wall towers for green here as well, securing things. But you look back and you're like, oh no. This is the worst thing to see at this point in the game if you're pink and green. Namcap is ready to rumble. He's not taking names. Second sacred site captured. We'll see if She the Distance can handle this. Outposts are doing a lot for green. And I think Controversy has had experience with mangonels before. In the last 2v2v2v2, for example. He knows how devastating they can be to his resource bank. So probably he'll try to play it a little safer, a little more carefully. But this is the big concern for these players now. They probably will let the sacred sites go. And it's going to fall to Squeaky G, maybe. Squeaky G or David M1A2. Potentially Sudsy Sugar. To clear out those sacred sites before the timer counts down to 0. Or up to 15. No, it counts down. Let's do a little pop check. We'll go back on reveal map selected player only. He's going into the siege. Love it. There's the sacred victory. Start your timers. I just started a timer. It's counting up. We're getting there. Neutralize the sacred site. Objective is in. Controversy's on 200 out of 200 pop, and he has a lot of resources banked. They are finally trading. Okay. Every team except for Squeaky G and Namcap are now trading, and that's just because they got completely shafted. David M1A2 over here, 3,500 food in the bank, 2,400 gold. He has technically 700 stone, but don't forget this 1,600 stone that's just sitting back here ready to go. Oof. Was that a cannon tower? I think that was a cannon tower. Are these all upgraded? That one's not. How did these guys die? I know how they died. Squeaky G deleted them because he needed pop space. He's at 200 out of 200. 144 military for yellow right now. Where is it? What is it doing? It's Rams. The pop space is Rams. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves. Get ready to rumble. We'll see if the units are there to support, but he's deleting eco. He has 56 economy. And how many is this? I'm going to hold it. The longer we hold it, the better it's going to be. The longer we hold it in, the better it's going to be. Namcap up here, in the meantime, looks like he pushed on the south and was maybe rebuffed. He's refocused. Maybe Squeaky G said, turn off your grudges. It's time to focus on what matters. Actually, I know what it was. It wasn't any of that. It was the sacred sites being capped. And that has turned the entire map against teal. And purple, incidentally, as well. Purple, who, by the way, is 142 out of 200, is moving a Gur to the center of the map and does have a pretty significant army of good units. Elite Lancers, Elite Horsemen. Are these guys upgraded? Elite Lancers. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Klopp has said several times, get your upgrades, which is something that I love about him. All right. Is it rolling? Is it rolling in yet? Is the oven... Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the Ram Ranch. These cannon towers don't do nothing against 16 Rams. 16 of your finest Rams. They're moving in. They've got their upgrades. Plus 10 attack. Plus 60 health. What is this? Plus 60 versus wall? They've got their upgrades. Where's the siege workshop? I gotta see this for myself. I gotta make sure every Ram upgrade has been upgraded. And we're in. The Rams are playing extremely badly. We've got Donzos for days. We got javelin throwers. We're moving in. Klopp is not even rallying to that position. It's lost. The sacred site might even go down. And if that happens, I actually don't know if it's good or bad for the rest of the players in the game, because it will take the pressure off of Klopp. But I guess he's shown that he's able to do it. As another sacred... Okay, we got to turn reveal map all. I just realized we don't... Okay, yeah, every player is now pushing. He just pulled the kill switch on himself. The Ram Ranch is still making moves. We have 14 Rams remaining. Mangonel's moving in. Spearmen apparently are the priority unit for Klopp right now. Is he's not out of gold. Tell me, he's got 14k gold. Okay. Mangonels are here. The Rams are decapping. Can Rams even decap? This I need to know. I actually don't know. The Spearmen, I mean, okay. The reinforcements are lacking for Squeaky G. He doesn't have any gold. If I click to his perspective right now, I bet he's using the market liberally. The Rams are getting killed, but they did so much work. Klopp is just, he's got more queued. But the Ram Ranch is not over. The Ram Ranch continues. Pink and green decap the other two sites. Blue is helping out as well on the bottom. He's got Trebs, a forward operating base with red also pushing. This might be the end of teal. It depends on how far they decide to push this and how far Squeaky G allows them to push, because he's kind of in the middle. As we also have Namcap. Oh, this game just got hyped, man. Thank you for capping, Klopp. Thank you for capping She the Distance. Namcap just murdering all of these innocent workers because they're a different color. Sorry, the Ram Ranch is carrying on. Okay, now the Ram Ranch is over. We can calm down a little bit. Last Ram goes down for Squeaky G. Actually, he's got 6 more in production. 6 more Rams ready to rumble. Population 50, economic. The Mangonels are absolutely slaughtering his units here. This is a horrible trade for yellow. Klopp cleaning up, protecting his ally, is going to be able to probably stop this attack with knights, with it's all knights, elite knights. The Mangonels from Namcap are putting in work though, and She the Distance is pretty hurt after this. I got to imagine. What's the pop count? 6! 6! Purple has 6 units plus sheep in the game. The Cognate Palace will keep producing. It's going to give her 4 knights, I believe, in 10 seconds, so that's always something. How's Sudsy Sugar doing? Our other underdog, our other less experienced scammer, he's sitting back, he's taking his time, he's biding his time. David actually going to be the one to decap this this third site, and we'll see what David actually decides to do here, because he has an opportunity to turn on yellow. And it might actually be orange and yellow that come out badly from this, as orange... No, he continues the attack, he's rebuffed. Klopp's army. The trade is actually forfeit now, potentially, if he moves forward by 2 feet. I need to go to Namcap's view now. He sees the trade posts. I don't think he sees the traders. Some Lancers from the Cognate Palace are coming through for She the Distance. All 3... Oh my... Oh no, I hate that. Turn that off. Get me out of that perspective. Right? Give me a more relaxed perspective, please. Too many reinforcement sounds. The trade post, the singular trade post, goes down, and now all these traders are... Well, I guess Klopp gets 1 more delivery of 44 gold each. That trade was not very good to begin with. Now I'm sure Namcap says to himself, I need knights. Or spears. I need spears. Sudsy Sugar butting up against Pink, and it looks like they are going to go for a little bit of an unspoken truce. They know we're not a danger to each other right now. There are other things at play, as King Spilla and David are full-on French fighting. Hand cannoneers for blue, crossbows for green, cannons for green, royal cannons out of the College of Artillery. What was David's third landmark? It was the Red Keep, which is actually a little bit irrelevant right now, because you could just have a red palace. You could just have a regular palace here. I guess it protects him if he ever gets pushed in his base. It's not providing much of a bonus, much of a muchness right now. That's not how you use that phrase. As David pushes hard into the middle with his entire army. Squeaky G has rallied to this choke point. He's been walled apart from his ally this entire game. And he says, no more walls between me and Orange, okay? We need to at least be able to, like, I don't know, send a telegram to each other or something. AMCAP, rebuilding the army, was pushed back from She the Distance, who has back up to 25 units. And it's all AFK traders. Okay. That's unfortunate. 4 workers remain, I think, for She the Distance, right? How many? Oh, no. Oh, no. So Klopp has to be saying something about that, right? He's got a lot of AFK workers here, too. But I guess the attention is split for these players. Well, they're at a bit of an inflection point, I think, in this war. Namcap pulling workers because he has no more gold and he just wants to cause some chaos. Let's pop up the resource bank for these players right now. We'll go through some of these data points. David M1A2, our grand champion, is sitting at just an insane amount of resources in the bank. He's had the best trade for most of the game. The gold stockpile is actually better for Controversy and King Spilla. I would give them a second place right now. Up against Klopp, who has burned through. He's down under 10k. This game could go on for a while, guys. Maybe seeding, maybe balancing the teams was a bad idea. Because now they're balanced. Oh no. Okay. There's just a massive choke point here. I would be asking King Spilla to delete a wall or two, maybe. Maybe they just need to get through this. Military killed. 1,200 units killed for Klopp. He's definitely been in the most heat in the middle of the map here. He lost a lot of buildings. Wasn't able to hold the sacred site. But the push has kind of stopped for him, against him. He was attacked. It was too spiky. He's able to hold. She the Distance with the proxy Uvu. You gotta do it as the Mongols. You gotta do it. Especially when you don't have the White Stupa. You have free military units instead. Free random military units, which I'm sure she doesn't mind. Ladies and gentlemen, he did it again. He did it again, and he did it even bigger this time. 24 rams at the ranch. Sorry if I'm peeking the mic. I am too excited. I can't look away. I gotta turn myself down. I got to apologize. 24 Rams, unstoppable at this point in the game. The Ram Ranch is moving on Teal. He's very well fortified on the left, but this push, not so much. The tunnel vision has got to be setting in for these players. David also attacking Teal. He's getting 2v1. I said that he was not going to be attacked anymore, Teal, but I think this wind guard might actually go down. It definitely actually is guaranteed to go down with 24 Rams in the bank, on the field for Squeaky G. 24. You'll love to see it. You love to see it. And this is before the Ram buff that's coming out in February, by the way. Spearmen are here, but the javelin throwers will take care of Spearmen pretty effectively. Ram Ranch is taking out the wind guard palace. Namcap walling off this side to prevent any efficient trades. She the Distance has rebuilt that trade post in pretty much the same spot, so 49 gold. Also, she's gotten the trade upgrades for the Mongols, so she's getting a little bonus resources of other kinds as well. And Squeaky G is just going for the scorched earth tactic here. If I kill the production buildings, he can't produce any military. She the Distance moving in with her army, Klopp with knights, and a few monks just hanging out here. The White Tower will go down at the same time as the Council Hall, and these players might try a landmark snipe against Teal and Purple. Where is the army? I think that's what's going on. it depends on where orange goes, because if he wipes purple right now, then they're out of the game. That's a lot of wood. That is a lot of wood. I can't wait to see the graph for the wood, because he's dropped 24 rams. There are 10 remaining. Klopp has saved the council hall for the time being and does have the army to hold and kill all of these rams. There are 5 remaining. 6, sorry, I underestimated. There's 6 remaining, and I don't think the timing here is good enough. Namcap a little late to the draw. Klopp should be able to hold this. But She the Distance is going to take heavy losses here, as Klopp's attention and his knights are fully focused on defending his own base, as is Purple. So this could be the nail that beat the camel's haystack, or whatever. Sudsy Sugar with the keep, holding down the fort over here, and the trade. Look at the trade for Sudsy Sugar. I gotta switch to his POV. A few idle traders, but don't worry about that, because there are 68 active. Oh boy, sorry for blasting your ears out earlier about the Rams, but 24 Rams is just unbelievable. She the Distance pulling the army back up kind of in time here. Men-at-Arms will do pretty well up against this White Stupa army, or this Cognate Palace army, and the Mangonels too. She won't have much experience dealing with that. Mangonels, you do need some experience to take care of. Klopp going for the Trebuchet Snipe will be able to take out David's Trebs. More Rams going down on the front line, but the Man-at-Arms for Klopp are going to be a problem for Squeaky G. I want to see the resource bank for Squeaky. 2,600 gold. He can afford some Musafati. He's going with Elite Donzos for now. All in on the Elite Donzo. And also went with the Grand Fulani Corral, which I guess you might get more value out of overall. So this has been going off for probably 30 minutes now. This is just a 4v2 right now, and pink and green are just kind of holding things together. They might actually go for the sacred sites now, as She the Distance is somewhat holding against Namcap. This is very impressive showing from her. Namcap, not too much military here. No reinforcements are coming either. And wait a minute, I was just talking about these guys. They're back. They're back. They're back, and they're pushing the same. Okay, it's officially a 6v2. Klopp going with the cardinal sin of being the first to cap the sacred sites. He's repairing his landmarks. Actually, he's not repairing the Windguard Palace. And also the council hall is burned down. And the town center is at half HP. And where's the last landmark for this guy? It was the White Tower? Oh my. Wait, this is so... Klopp, please repair your landmarks or you're dead, my guy. You have 5,400 HP and She the Distance to save you. Are they hiding a landmark? Yes, okay. Alright, never mind. They're safe. They're fine, they're safe. Okay. Just Mongol things. We have a long landmark running for the hills. It will never be found. It's going to be in the back of the base until they are utterly defeated by conquest. They will be in the game because this landmark is forever safe. Would have liked it over here if I was the one doing it. But I guess the landmark snipe, as there's a Mongol player moving another landmark away from the field of battle, the opportunity was missed. The window was there. The window was absolutely there. It was not quite powerful enough to hit, though. With the one trebuchet push from Namcap about 2 minutes after the Ram Ranch Mark II wasn't quite there. And now Klopp is leisurely going to start repairing his landmarks as well. So all the players are still in the game. No player is in danger of being knocked out yet. We're an hour in, by the way, and it's starting to feel like people might just decide that they're tired of the game, right? Like, I hope not. This has been an absolutely crazy game. He's back at it again, gamers. We're back. We're back again. How many? He's got 27 workers on wood. This guy. Where are they? Where are they chopping? He's gonna run out of wood. He's put it all into rams. He's chopping stealth forests right now, in view of all of the towers. There's some here, but they're probably going to be fired upon. Squeaky G is just in an unfortunate position, but he has made the most of it. There is some wood here as well still. As, can we see how much passive income he's getting from this? I don't think so. This landmark is going to die, though, by the way. I don't know if you'll notice when it does. I hope so. Forward barracks blueprints for teal, but I don't think you're going to get those up. As it's a double whammy, it's a triple whammy, it's a quadruple, septuple, whatever 6 is. I think it's septuple. She in the distance is going to town center is dead. It's getting repaired by all the villagers around it. Controversy is just ignoring it. Is it dead? I don't know. I don't know if it actually went to 0. It didn't look like it. Okay, he's pulling back. He's going to kill the villas. The trade is clearly done for Klopp. And Squeaky G is posturing for an attack on the left side. The Rams are still under production. 25 now. 25. How many is he going to get up to? I don't know. What's the pop cap on Rams? I don't know. How much pop is this worth? I don't think it says anywhere. Or I'm blind. Chat, let me know. These players are now, they found the unified vision that they needed, and it is to kill teal and purple. To kill teal and purple. Just gonna go ahead and kill all these undeserving pastures, these poor sheep who never got a chance to live. Okay, he's gonna pass them by. Nope. No, he's just gonna keep killing the pastures. What happened to King Spilla's army? It's just it's playing defense right now. King Spilla building 1,000 outposts with 1 worker as well. The very, very slow crawl. Maybe if they build them slow enough, no one will notice that they have walled off 2 of the 3 sacred sites. David has kept the other one, though. I would say at this point, David is in a very good position to win the game. But it really depends on how much these players can work together, if they want to work together, how they feel about that, and what the resource bank is, which I really want to check again, by the way. Every time I think about it, I'm like, oh man. Wait, David's been fighting. He's been putting his resources to use. He's been going all in on Klopp. He's holding nothing back. David is on very little resources. We saw a huge balloon of resources for all these players earlier on, but now they're all spending, and the Ram Ranch is back. The Ram Ranch is back. David pulls back. He knows. He observes the glory of the Ram Ranch, and these landmarks will fall again. The mangonels, there are only 3. 26 rams. That appears to be the golden number of rams. 26 rams. Elite sofas. Windguard Palace is going down. I think they're trying to do a landmark snipe, but they're going to have to get a little ways further if they want to do it. These are not walled in, though. They could walk over there. I think Klopp is maybe going to have to decide it's the end of the game for him, but we'll see if he can hold on. David is going all in, though. As we saw, nobody's saving resources right now. Everybody absolutely pumping. Namcap is probably playing the most conservatively here, as we have the Grand Fulani Corral finally dying, and next up is the... Actually, it's the corrals, the pastures. I want to know if the tower will shoot the cattle. That would be a very interesting stat. Here it goes. TC goes down, and with that, Klopp has no more landmarks. They're all like in the same screen. Look at this Ram Ranch. Look at the glory that is the Ram Ranch. Absolutely incredible. Klopp is not out of gas, though. He's funneling in elite knights, elite man-at-arms with armor cladding. And David decides it's time to move in. And I mean, they're very clearly working together right now, right? But like, that's fine. We just hear the ram sound. The rams are just popping all over the place. Oh, there goes another. Oh, there goes another one. Going for another town center, and maybe he can hold on. Maybe David can hold on, or Klopp can hold on. You never know in games like this. Idle traders yet again. She the Distance has one worker. Oh. Wait. Why are so those are the only 2 traders that count as idle for some reason. But either way. 7 economy. I see 6 traders here. 1 remaining worker saved. Absolutely incredible play. Saving 1 worker to rebuild the town center. Build a new town center. I want to know if there was tribute made there. We'll have to check the stats. Klopp absolutely on the front lines now. The town center, I think, did die. But he's repairing it, and he's going to be able to repair it. Squeaky G definitely working in waves, not in streams. And there's an army again. The Cognate Palace coming in clutch for purple. She probably loves this landmark at this point. I'm sorry for this not being a family-friendly stream and for screaming Ram Ranch every 10 minutes, but okay, he's found the Ram building grounds, and they are actually going to push out. Klopp incredibly holding once again. Controversy did a lot of damage on the north against She the Distance. Basically put the nail in the coffin for her base. With 1 villager left, she escapes. And Namcap, not able to let this grudge go, is going to push on pink and green. Now, I think this is not a terrible play. David is clearly fully focused on teal. He knows that's his greatest danger to winning, I think. And I don't think he's done enough damage to call it quits yet. That said, pink and green are attacking him. So blue attention has been split. Yellow has been pushed back. The sofas will do amazing work here, but he won't be able to 2v1 or 1v1 necessarily. Klopp, who has a lot more map space. I don't know if this is still a plan to attack on the left side. Oh man, the snipes though. The snipes were so close. David pushing back for now. Nope, never mind. I was just looking at the wrong part of the map. Elite Royal Knights against Elite Royal Knights. David actually with... Wait. Okay, King Spilla. Missing? He's missing an armor upgrade. Yeah. Hate to see it. We can confirm that. Yep. A little late in the game for that one. And attention has been split again. I think that the beautiful cohesion, Klopp is now moving out to the south, that we had there against teal and purple. She's repairing it with the 1 villager. She got the TC up. There's another idol. You can do it, purple. The cohesion is falling apart quickly. The danger is lessened now that these players are starting to think about how they might win the game. Pink was about to cap that. It said sacred site being captured by Pink, right? But then it immediately stopped, and now I don't even see a prelate nearby. So I wonder what happened there. I'm sure that they don't want to paint a target on their back right now. If I was them, I wouldn't. She's sending all the villagers to repair the TC. There's no enemy military here. Everybody's starving for wood at this point. That's the resource most in demand. As Klopp, I think, I have to go for some stragglers. He's just building more outposts on the south side. And at this point, we have to start asking ourselves, will we see a wonder? I haven't mentioned it yet. Where are the traders for David? They're all idle? Why? What's going on here? What's going on here? Did he just decide he was done trading? That has to be what's happening, right? Okay. I think he just decided to stop trading because he had so much res. I don't know. That's maybe not. Maybe that's some kind of unfortunate misclick. Oh, wait, no. Oh, these are Reds traders. Sudsy Sugar isn't trading. David is. I'm just blind as a bat and can't tell red from blue. Oh, I know what happened here. I know what happened. Or at least part of the story. Remember we saw earlier red had a bunch of traders. Like he had like 6 traders idle around it. That's these guys. He's not rallied them correctly or something. Looks like the wood has run out for Squeaky G. He's stopped making rams. No more ram ranch. The glory days are over. Klopp unable to rebuild his landmarks though. He's focused on other things. There's still wood back here. This is like a golden what is it? I don't know. I don't know what I was going with there. I'll think of it. Squeaky G about to get the wraparound. Nope, never mind. David is coming in. I gotta tab out. Are these guys? Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. They're in the Discord channel together. We'll just say that. You gotta do what you gotta do. It is allowed. It's absolutely allowed. Namcap has been playing solo this entire time, as has Squeaky G. So I don't blame him. And it's not both full teams either, by the way. To make that clear. It's just one little transgressor. Konganit Palace keeps pumping. More Lancers for free. The slow pace of a big game like this means that you get more value for it. But this is not a good trade for Squeaky G. Does he have poison arrows? I assume he does at this point, right? Oh yeah, look at that. Look at those poison arrow stacks. Okay. And oh, never mind. It's better now. Elite sofas are in. We got imported armor. She the Distance has repaired the town center and is now moving it south. I love this. I love this so much. Okay. I think I was confused about David's trade because they're all like clumped in one big line, and then there's like a good part of the time where there's just nothing. It's not like a big constant stream. So we're looking here at the resource bank, right? David has by far the most of everything. I'm sure it's at this point just a matter of morality, a matter of high self-standards that he has not built a wonder. Wonder Victory has to be on, right? Like, come on. I think he likes to have it in the back pocket, just in case. Like, this game is an hour and 23 in, and is showing no signs of being over. But, you know. We do have... There's 8,000 resources in the guild hall. So, he did collect the stone, and that's why he has 22,000 stone at the moment. Also, yeah, I completely misread the guild hall earlier. I think it said like 13k gold per minute income because he had just collected it before it was destroyed. So great play from King Spilla earlier on in this game while he was being raided by Teal. But Teal rebuilding, Klopp rebuilding these landmarks for the what feels like the upteenth time. He's still in the game. He has more resources than Squeaky G. More resources than She the Distance, although She the Distance has 11,000 wood, so good plays on that. I really love seeing Namcap doing what he's doing here. Coming in with the rewall, gonna distract green and pink and really be the wrench in the works here, as it kind of is starting to feel a little bit like a 3v3. And with She the Distance knocked out and Sudsy Sugar so far away. Okay, no, maybe it's a 4. It's just wait. No, wait. That's not what I'm thinking of at all. 3v3 is the wrong word. It's a 2v1 up here, and maybe a 3v2 on the other side. Okay, sure. I mean, there's been clashes everywhere, so this is a large engagement. We'll see if we get the rewall. No villagers at the front line for that yet. And the man-at-arms are just cleaning up. There are just not enough hand cannoneers from Namcap, and that is an expensive unit to lose. Okay, they're gonna die eventually, right? They are dying, but there's so many of them. The wave, the tide. And these Springles are doing work too. Oh, we got a little trebuchet issue there. No, no worries. She repaired it. The last landmark is safe. It's coming home. Oh, beautiful plays from our Mongol gamer here. This is the true heart of the Mongol. Free wood up here. It looks like Klopp is gonna snatch that up right away. And, I mean, Namcap will be able to hold this off. Actually, he's being attacked from two sides. Wait a minute. This is a half-hearted attack from Teal. It looks like kind of an eco raid. Eco raid gone wrong. Namcap fully distracted by it, though, because it's the more imminent threat. And Controversy is just streaming units in. This is a great game. Okay. I don't think any player has the right to be salty about how this game has gone, besides Squeaky G and Namcap about the spawns. Specifically, I'll give them that specific issue because it is extremely bad. It is extremely bad. But this game has been incredible. Everybody's still in. Everybody's still contributing. She the Distance is even still saving all of her landmarks. I mean, she's definitely kind of been counted out somewhat. But either way, she's still in the game and she's still playing. She's still making units with the Cognate Palace and with that archery range. This is exactly what we want. The balancing has worked great. And all it's doing now is making it so long. It's making it so long, but I can't complain. Look at this army from Namcap. I think the raiding may have just done him some good if he lost any villages there. I was not tracking it. But he has such a huge army here. 200 out of 200 pop, 156 military, 44 eco. Let's look away from that for a second, just to see what's going on with the rest of the game. Sudsy Sugar with a few cannons. Moving in. Looks like another attack is coming through on Klopp, who is raiding farms up here. Okay. Little does he know. Well, he probably can assume, but, you know, it's still worth doing. Namcap has 54k food. So really we're looking at how long can Klopp hold out? Because the longer he holds out, I don't think victory is in his grasp anymore, by the way. I think Teal and Purple do not have a chance to win this unless it goes on for another 3 hours. The longer Teal and Purple hold out and survive, the more David pulls ahead, in my opinion. Because he's working with Yellow and Red very clearly at this point with one objective in mind. And once that happens, well, we'll have to look at the resources and we'll have to see how the dynamics on the other side of the map are at that point. But Squeaky G is in a prime position to just be squashed. Like, right there. We got another Ram Ranch coming through, by the way, and it's going to be against Pink. Squeaky G actually trying to help his teammate. It's the first in this game. No fault of his own. We got more towers coming up for these players, but none of them really have emplacements. Okay, some of them have emplacements. Less than you might hope. They just look frightening at this point. We've also had a couple of Ram Ranch actions here that went unobserved. But this has been a fantastic game of Age 4. I love it. Squeaky just running to his death here against the main body of Klopp's army. David coming up against a re-wall, but we have red cannons that might just make the difference. The pathing is problematic. He's going for it. He's going for the wall, letting his ally in. And I gotta switch POVs again. Okay, every time a player is fighting and reinforcing, it just is completely, it's just complete chaos. Let's go to She the Distance, who has by far the most interesting player bank and panel right now. She's trading again. They're trading again. Idle villagers here. It's a terrible trade. It's 11 gold. It's 8 gold for some. Okay. But it's there. It's there. It's free. And then Squeaky G able to push back this army again as Klopp is distracted by David on the top. David... Okay. He's got plenty of resources. Let's check let's check this distribution. 156 economy. Okay. A lot of these players, we've noticed NamCap going down to like, I don't know, 35 eco, which is worrying the longer the game goes. Squeaky G at 65. A lot of players at this point in the game are cutting their economy. They're deleting units to get more military oomph. Oomph. 105. But David is still just absolutely booming. 82 economy for Controversy. And that's why he has such a huge resource lead. And Klopp is just holding on. Like, this madman is still holding on. I may have called it. I shouldn't have called it. I don't think I called it too early, but I shouldn't have said it out loud. For this team on the west. Oh my gosh, please. Oh, this one too. Everybody's fighting. Everybody is in on the action right now. We just have longbows against knights, against hand cannoneers, man-at-arms here. Nobody's able to gain an upper hand. David is too insistent on keeping 160 economy units to actually make a difference with his military. He's getting the forward production up now. The Ram Ranch is back. The Ram Ranch is back. Hide your children, hide your wives. Don't hide your wives. They can handle it. But we're back again. We're back again. Okay. I don't know what else I can say about it. I gotta get super throaty every time. The Ram Ranch. 19 Rams. 19 Rams. It was once more. Longbows with flaming arrows shooting these rams. There are very few man-at-arms. They're coming in. Squeaky G also, again, doesn't have any military reinforcements. Klopp going for another alternate rewall again. He's falling back on his position a little bit. Squeaky G just destroying. He's going for the landmarks again. He's beelining the landmarks. Oh my goodness. They're still going. And they just can't make a lasting impact on these guys. He's going for the relics. Okay. The villagers repairing the monastery will keep it alive. He needs that gold income. I can't even do a relic count right now. There's too much happening. There's a war up here we are not even looking at. There's a whole war going on up here against pink and orange. I think... Well, I don't know. I was going to say I think NamCap has the upper hand, but then again, there's two players here. I want to see NamCap's eco population again. Is he rebuilding? No, because he is pop capped. His 33 farmers, and that's the entire economy for NamCap. That's the whole eco. He's got 4,400 food. He's only in it for the gold. The mangonels are here. Controversy wisely has built springolds. He knows. I'm surprised to see springolds and not culverins, by the way. I guess culverins are a lot more expensive and they do the same thing. There are no counter there's no counter siege out for NamCap, so probably Controversy's smart enough to hold this. He learned a lot in the first 2v2v2v2. It was very disappointing against Klopp. He got a lot of mangonel kills, so he's doing a great job this time. Another forward keep for David, slowly spending some of that stone. It's a drop in the bucket right now. This guy is the Jeff Bezos of the game. Look at this. Look at this nonsense right now. Okay, Elon. Okay, Elon. Share some resources with the rest of us. Sudsy actually doesn't even need any right now. He's doing fine on his own. And I think we're going to need to see an acceleration here. Squeaky... well, actually, you know what's going to happen is... Squeaky's going to realize the Grand Felony Corral is dead. What's going to happen is There's going to be no more wood on the map. Okay, this is what I was talking about earlier. The El Dorado of wood is back here. This will sustain Squeaky for a long time to come, as long as he can defend it. This is like actually a position that needs to be defended, this strip of wood. So, I mean, I don't think I can... Can I use like a modifier key to select? I think I have to individually click all these, so I can't like double click to select all the trees, unfortunately. I wanted to see how much wood was back there. Klopp has a secure wood line over here too. There are 2 big wood lines over here. He's taking She the Distance's wood line there. Pink and teal, or pink and green. You know what? I may be overestimating things. There's plenty of wood left. There's plenty of wood left in this game. Amcap holding. He's holding. He's falling back. Oh, he was wrapped around on. Attack coming from another side he wasn't expecting. Little do they know, he only has 33 workers to defend. So who cares if they raid, right? I mean, I think the gold income dropping from not having as many farms is really going to be the issue here. I'm seeing, like, I've been seeing a few small frame drops. I'm going to drop it down from high. Okay, sorry. Okay, we gotta drop like something down, right? Unit physics. We turned physics on. Never mind. Never mind. Animation quality. Never mind. Some of these things you can turn down, but not all. We'll just go with that. We'll turn down one setting and it will make no difference, but make the game look slightly worse. I think the frames are just the game being so busy. Sorry to take us out of the action like that. This is just unending. Klopp is the king of surviving right now. All the landmarks are back up, including the wind. Now the Windward Palace is being repaired. This is what I was talking about earlier on, okay? Right when he placed it. Right when he placed it. I mentioned Aussie Drongo. And I said, this is not a good place for the Wind Guard. I insinuated, because I wasn't confident enough to say it outright. You gotta get that Wind Guard in the back, so it doesn't get destroyed first. You can keep getting those discounted units. I know it feels bad because then you have to roll trebuchets. Oh no. Now, one thing I haven't mentioned, Namcap is pretty sick right now. So his stamina might not be what it is. Major props on actually being here and playing the game. He's going to get raided and he might lose every single villager here. And he might just be tired at this point. He might just want to go to sleep. He's still pop capped. This man is going to have 200 military population. But who cares, right? Okay, King Spilla on 28k. I mean, somebody's going to crack and build a wonder, right? Somebody's going to do it. Is Wonder Victory off? Like, there's no way for me to tell. Another army, another fight, another day. Squeaky G has slowed. Where's this guy at? It's possible that the cat got up to some shenanigans. He's rebuilding a bit of his economic bank. He rebuilt the Grand Fulani Corral and it's getting shot down again. Madrasa fully researched. Squeaky G on 80 pop? What the heck? Did he get wiped? I guess that was all the Rams filling up the pop. 17 military, so there you go. I wonder what he's decided to do next. Seems like an endless slog. Has rebuilt the pit mine here. I think there's space for another pit mine here, maybe? I'm not totally sure. How many pit mines does he have? I think the limit is 4, so he's getting that trickle of gold, but he's also not trading. This should be on gold. Actually, I don't know what it should be on. Stone is also equally valuable right now. And we have more standoffs from these players. Sudsy Sugar coming in with the Streltsy. Okay, I see you. Got the archery ranges going up. A little bit of a tower from Klopp, a little bit of a counter tower from King Spilla that I think is just blueprinted and not actually going up ever. Like, there's a lot of those here. Maybe that one villager still tapping away over here somewhere, building towers. And I think now these players are at another inflection point. I gotta decide, what's next? How do we win? Not the... He targeted... I think what happened, and I'm pretty sure... Chat, were these cows dead before when I looked at it and said this has been rebuilt? I think what happened was that the Grand Fillet Corral was killed, and then the cattle ranch was killed, and then it started shooting the cows. I think that's what happened. I don't think David manually did that. I don't think David's looked over here for the entire game. A Treb now is going to come out and take down the outpost. We cannot conscience dead cattle in this game. David taking another unfortunate fight against Klopp, and this guy just doesn't quit. The Streltsy moving in, and Klopp gonna have to fall back. Streltsy do very well into man-at-arms, so it's a great unit. The Royal Knights are being hurt bad by the hand cannoneers, but these players are building up more infrastructure in the middle. Klopp building up more infrastructure in the middle, getting that network of citadels bonus. It's not Squeaky G. Oh, we got outposts blueprinted, but then the vision hasn't come back for these players, so they don't know there's something here, so it's just still there in the god vision that we have. Namcap, I want to see his population right now. 17 economy, 183 military. Absolutely incredible. And this is English just proving how good they are. Just amazing stuff. Oh, the music has calmed down a little bit. I might have to take another break. I drank a lot of coffee, okay? I need it. I need the stamina. This is insane. She the Distance. We need to check up on She the Distance even. Like, what's she doing over here? Wait, she's only 3,000 less score than Squeaky G. Incredible. Up to 10 idle villagers. That's like a good sign, right? She may even just have gone AFK. Like, I don't even know. I feel like that's definitely an option here. If you lose your entire base. I gotta respect repairing all the landmarks and pulling them back, though. And actually, I don't think so. I don't think she has. Because she does, yeah, look, she's controlling all this stuff. She's been up here the whole time. But I wouldn't blame you if that's what happened. Also, okay, so this trade probably is going to end soon, and they'll pivot back to the original trade spot. However, Namcap has other words. I think Squeaky G may be telling his ally, like, okay, we can't beat Klopp. We're 3v1 Klopp, and we can't beat him. We need your help. He's going to take out the entire wood eco for teal. The 2 trebuchet, 2 mangonel, 3 mangonel. The push is coming on the north. We'll see what teal is able to respond with. I'm sure it's getting a little bit exhausting to see more attacks on every corner. But also it has to be gratifying that you're still in the game after all this and appear to be winning every fight. Like, that's utterly insane. This army, I mean, now I'm wondering what Controversy's doing. Looks like building up infrastructure. I think it's really is the HRE, like, metal roofs that are causing the most frame drop in my game. Like, that's the most performance demanding thing. She moves the market. Where are we going with this market? The trade is about to be canceled again. Klopp maybe redirecting that? Not too sure. I think he may have just reestablished a new further trade spot. But it's not to be. It's not to be. You are blunted at every turn. because all of these people are all attacking at the same time. Squeaky G though seems to have been hit hard by all this action constantly. He's going for the Rams on the left. He's going for the Rams on the west. A lot of towers here. A lot of towers. But it could be the difference maker. I think if these players surround Klopp from every side, that might be the only way that they can actually do anything. He has, by the way, walled in, I never mentioned this, the entire... Before I say anything, I haven't looked at the UI. I don't know who built that. I'm going to assume... I want to say it's the Controversy King Spilla team. Let's check it out. Where are the wonders? Wait, where is it? Okay, yeah, here's Controversy's wonder on top of this hill. He's the first one to drop the wonder down, and he's going to get it up first, but David had this in the back the entire time. He's been preparing. Wait a minute. He canceled it. He's trying to play the play the diplomacy, I think. He was about to insta wonder drop, but I think he found out Controversy was building it way too quickly, so he's going to have to kill Controversy's wonder anyways. So maybe it's not worth painting a target on your own back just yet. I don't know about this. The attention is now turned. There is a clock ticking in the player's corner, in the corner of their screen. Wonder tracker. This actually does have a countdown, right? 14:25. David, oh, maybe he just moved it? It still says constructing on there, but I think it's broken. I think he deleted it. So there's only one wonder in the game. And apparently this only updates when I minimize? Wait, it updates every 5 seconds. Man, programming a countdown must be so difficult. This really depends on how dedicated these players are to killing Klopp. Because that's where they are entirely postured towards. That's what they've spent all of their resources on for the last, I don't know, 70 minutes or so. Oh my gosh, the mangonels got so much value there. They're going to continue getting value. Namcap, just protect the mangonels at all costs. He's found She the Distance secret landmarks. They're not actually very secret. There are only ranged units here. There are a few... Okay, this army, I think it's like a Pyrrhic victory. Oh, never mind. Alright, well. Looks like Klopp going to be able to clean that one up. I think David is full pivoting. He's decided not to build his own wonder now. And I wonder why. Squeaky G has moved into all war canoes, and they're getting slaughtered by David's keeps. Oh no. You hate to see it. Do these guys have like the cannon upgrades? They do. They have all the upgrades. So if he micros it, he can handle the keeps, but he just wants to get through. He doesn't actually want to kill David, right? And I don't know. Those are actually doing work. I think these players have turned on pink now. I think Klopp has some breathing room, and that's just unbelievable. He held until they could no longer stand the greed. And he's back up to full, like, I'm sure he's back up to full population. Yeah, okay, if he ever dropped. The culverins are coming in now. If I'm Controversy, I need to pull all of my workers to this wonder. Put them in the keeps next door, in the outposts next door. 80 workers. 13 idols, all standing over there. David is rolling. They're rolling. And these ships are doing work. I'm wondering now if Squeaky G just said, okay, David and Sudsy, you win. That could be the case. He does have land military once again, though. The ships are going to go down, but they took out a lot of outposts, a lot of very valuable emplacements in there. And King Spilla is back in the action. It's been a while since we saw him. Gonna be going up against Streltsian hand cannoneers. Very bad fight for the Royal Knights. I think he realizes it now. He's gonna pull back. Just hold. Just hold. And that Wonder Tracker is on 11 minutes. This is an incredible game. I did not expect it to get to this. They might pull it off. Klopp, I think, is going to be very focused now on killing that Wonder, though. Where is his military? He should be pushing straight at it. I think he's got a pretty clear beeline. I don't know what happened to all those knights. We completely missed the knights all dying. He's stonewalling. Okay, maybe not as focused as we thought. What happened to the knights? Klopp? Give me your vision. That's a lot of vision. The Ram Ranch came through! And also the rewall came through. All while we weren't looking, the knights are down here in the south. We have another Ram Ranch distraction. Klopp pulls villagers to re-wall mid-fight. The Rams alone can't take them out. The Donzos also unable to get value there, and they're just walling off now. I think they're now going to say, okay, we have other priorities. But that might just be the distraction that they need. That might just be the distraction that pink and green need, because now they're basically only fighting against David M1A2, who, let's check, has... Okay, he's dropped the economy down to 108. He's streaming in units. He has 4 trebuchets, but this is a lot of towers. I think they might have let pink and green go for too long. King Spilla and Controversy might just hold here. They might just win with the Wonder in the sort of very weird position, middle map position. I don't know if David can 1v2 this. Wait a minute, I forgot about Namcap. He's up here. This is where Controversy's army is. The Mangonels are getting value here. They're being body blocked. English man-at-arms against HRE man-at-arms. Controversy's army goes down. He spent a lot on that Wonder, and it's fully fortified to the south. We'll see what Namcap can do, as he's got a clear path to victory, or to not... Okay, I got a little carried away. Clear path to victory, not so much. Clear path to not losing in 10 minutes. 8 minutes 45. Squeaky G... Wait, what is this? King Spilla, Sudsy Sugar, Vil fighting in the field over here. I think Sudsy Sugar tried to build this wall that he placed an hour, almost 2 hours ago. He's going to kite King Spilla's villagers into David's keeps. King Spilla holding against David on the middle, but he's under the keep fire. Crossbows, hand cannoneers. We got 8:15 to go. The time just stretches on. The current resources. 7,600 food for Controversy. He could hold all day. He just needs to produce. I think they might. I think they win. My prediction right now. Pink and green win the game. Should we do a prediction? I just like tainted it with my own. Choose outcome. I don't know. Aloysian, you get your points back from the last one. Start prediction. Okay, gamers. 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes. If you're still here in the chat, do they win by Wonder? I think yes. Stake your points on the line. Absolutely incredible. Teal is pushing in. Teal's pushing in. He's left the south. He's still building more fortifications, double wall, triple wall. David is making headway here, but green and pink just have infinite resources, and I think they chose the perfect time. They chose the perfect time. Come on, we need somebody to bet against Aloysian. Come on, don't make this a zero-sum game. I mean, I keep reinforcing the yes vote, so, you know, I mean, no blame if not. I would almost make an argument for Horsemen here instead of Royal Knights for King Spilla, but who cares? Just keep making units. That's what matters. Nobody cares at this point. The bank is so high for all of these players, except for Sheila Distance. Actually, Namcap is suffering on wood, too. But, like, it's functionally infinite resources for all the players, basically, right now. And I think these very laggy, reflective roofed barracks for the man-at-arms can hold. Tough to push quickly through all of these towers. They were basically left alone. Namcap attacked, and there was some skirmishing up here. They were left alone for a good hour 20. Maybe not that much. Maybe like the last hour. Pink and green have not really had an enemy to fight. Culverins on the hill will have significant range bonuses as well. So basically, you're going to have to get in here or counter siege. Treb this down. And it's just amazing. What a game. This could not have gone any better. Between the piling on Klopp to the absolute incredible, like, hour 10 hold. To She the distance, pulling back and, like, saving all of her landmarks. Oh, man. Wonder Tracker's at 5 minutes, and the pressure is on right now. They are making headway. These Roost cannons are no joke. Sudsy Sugar is making headway. There are not too many cannon towers remaining. And I might have to go cinematic mode once we get too close, because I don't want to know. I don't want to know. If that countdown stops, we won't know. Or we'll know it like, we'll know it's over. 156, that's 2 minutes. 3 minutes to be safe. It's an absolute fiesta over here. So we'll turn this off when the Once Tracker gets to 3 minutes. We will have no UI. So I don't want to spoil it. Since we can see the live time. She the distance with some units making a contribution. Namcap taking a little too long to get through all these buildings. And there's just, this is actually an insane hill, by the way. Look at this. Wonder spot in the middle of the map, roughly, kind of, somewhat. And just a massive hill with like 2 ways up. You have to counter snipe these culverins or there's just no way. What a play. What timing. Absolutely. Look at this timing. And yeah, as I was saying. Okay, Sudsy Sugar did in the end find the trade that was idle. Squeaky G, I think, is out of steam, honestly. He's hoping the other players can push the Wonder, and he's not going to try to take too many losses right now. Rebuilding the Fort of the Huntress in the background. How is this push going? David M1A2. Looks like the cannons for Sudsy Sugar were knocked out. He's rolling them back up again. More cannons, more units. An absolutely epic game. We're at 2 minutes 55. We're going cinematic mode for the rest of the game. Okay. This is too cinematic not to. French Knights taking on French Knights. We got hand cannoneers in the back for both players. We got Culverins. We got Royal Culverins for King Spilla. Looks like we got another zero-sum game on the prediction for Aloysian, by the way. I think I may have tainted that one a little too much with my own opinions. But hey, you gotta love a good wager. Trebs are coming in for Klopp, and it is actually getting down to the wire right now. Especially on this left side, they were very fortified against David, and it has paid off. But on the left and on the north, problems. There are problems. This is like a big hill. Like there's so many tiles of space here. And Klopp doesn't actually have any, don't say anything. I am not there yet. Klopp doesn't actually have any anti-siege. We're down to like 1 minute. And what a game.
What a predictable
we got the relics
outcome.
on here. Okay, we know the end, chat. We know what's happened. David M1A2, almost. I mean, there's so many cannons, so many towers.
Why did you guys waste so
much
time fucking with us down here? Like, it was clear to me at least that like someone was going to wonder.
Dude,
in order for him to set this up, look at what he was doing. Like, were you guys not scouting?
So just Well, how did you scout?
I personally.
We didn't really decide to go Wonder until like 20 minutes ago.
I think they were hoping to kill you, Spencer, but you held on against 4 players for like 45 to 60 minutes.
Hey man, I held on against 3.
Yeah, that was a great hold, Lambcat, by the way. What a hold.
The problem is like we're so constricted back here. We have no easy access to anyone. We're like totally cut off from the world.
The spawn might actually have screwed you guys over more than it screwed over Squeaky G.
Yeah, we got so screwed.
You could have transported over. Look at all this
I don't get
Nick
David.
territory.
I don't get how you guys weren't
Wait, I
able
built
to
docks.
attack.
I'm Sawyer.
Like
Oh,
was
man.
1v2ing?
I mean, I was fighting 1.5 full armies, so I don't know.
What
Nice
was
push.
the half?
Nice push at the start, Caleb.
Oh, at the very beginning of the game.
Got 2 Culverins, chat. They got 1 tower down.
But yeah,
Dude, the Culverins were shooting through the
That's,
forest.
that's what HRE.
That was
Those
so
Cul-
dirty.
those
This is an
Culverins were
amazing
so OP.
keep
Caleb,
spot.
Did you enjoy the auto repair, Caleb?
It was very tilting because I kept running out of traps. That was really funny.
Nice game, guys.
Honestly, I'm not even upset with that. I feel that was a fun game.
And that's the game.
Yeah.
I'm so happy
So-
that that's the end. 'Cause that was so good. That was so good.
It feels good to win, baby.
Did you
I
like
had,
my
like-
wonder spot, Caleb or David?
Oh, I haven't even seen it. Where is it? Is it?
I think
Same.
if I had I was totally
Oh.
I was flabbergasted when David and whoever was and Egulim or whatever weren't.
That'd be me.
Push.
MVP.
I
Oh yeah.
I don't know how they managed to hold both of you guys off.
I mean, we didn't
That's-
have the.
Outstanding.
Pushing
I was
in this
making
game?
steady progress. If there had been
Well,
another 5
I made
minutes,
progress, but look at our side of the map. You know.
Yeah, another
Pushing?
5 minutes would have been enough
Spencer
for us
almost
to push
hit it.
through.
Yeah.
But you know, somebody
somebody had
to do one last Ram
ranch.
was like, "Hey, you know what? Let's fuck with these 2 guys." Like,
I don't-
let's
I don't think-
waste
you know what I
15
told
minutes.
Squeaky?
I don't
You're
think
too
5
far
minutes would
away.
have done
Just
it.
keep screwing with.
We
Spencer
definitely
while we
would have
deal
broken
with the
through.
wood.
I was floating like 50k of
So
each.
Tyler, what do we win?
You win
The thing is-
$20 each.
Nice.
Big.
Wow, that's big.
This is the last
We
game of the
should've,
entire
back
tournament, so I'll actually start paying people now.
I think I could have hit the wonder with Trebs from behind, but I was too obsessed with getting.
Alright, good
that
playing
nice
with you guys.
spot before
I had
running
Have a good night.
past it.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah, sorry.
culverins up
Yeah.
there for a reason, and I had builds
Oh.
ready to repair. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I never actually.
that's
got
why.
to.
Yeah,
Yeah, the villas
So
I
I-
saw. I didn't know about the Culverins.
Yeah,
Oh,
Spencer. When I
man.
was pushing you, I was floating 100k food, 100k wood, like 80k gold, and I was like, "Should I go Wonder?" I was like, "No, I should be able to push any wonders that get made. I'll see if I can win this like the normal way." And
Oh,
then
No,
I'm honestly surprised that this was a wonder victory. Like
No, I wasn't. I
thought we
wasn't.
could Push
I'm surprised
that
that,
almost
it took
makes
that
me-
long to
the
build
first
a wonder.
wonder. That is.
Yeah, that almost makes me angrier. Like, oh, I'll be able to push whatever.
Win and not wonder victory, man.
No, I'm on
Like-
David's side.
Oh, I'll
I would've
be able
thought
to
that-
push any wonder that crops
Yeah.
up. Meanwhile,
I thought that
Preston
was true
and
as well.
Swilly over here are just building like the pylons of doom on
Spencer.
over here.
Tyler.
I'm
Tyler.
This is why you
Ah.
get attacked first,
Hmm?
bud.
Tyler, I had enough to go wonder like an hour ago. And
Yeah,
I
me
didn't
too.
do it.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
So I
too.
wanted,
Yeah, yeah.
I wanted to kill Caleb.
I could
and
have
it
at
was
1.2.
impossible. It
Dude,
was so
did
hard
you
to
see?
push.
I was holding both.
Dude, look at
Yeah,
the
that was-
response.
oh,
Look at
man.
total
That was
res.
insane.
Yeah, total resources is crazy. David,
So
I think the reason you couldn't kill Spencer was that you had like 40 army the entire time, and you were just greeting so hard.
So, so the thing is, yeah, I had like 50 traders. I had like 50 on
I
food,
went-
50 on
I
wood,
went down
and then
to 35 vills at one point, and then even lower. My army supply was
Yeah.
so high.
You were like 17 vills. You got raided, and it just didn't matter.
Yeah.
Well,
I-
I was running out of wood like all game.
I mean, saying that's the English problem. Like that's what English always runs into. I feel like.
I was just sad I couldn't push anyone, man. This is the worst map ever for aggression for me.
Yeah.
Like I spawned in the corner, all by myself, was surrounded by rocks and islands.
This is
Matters
like
kills.
the wet dream wonder spot. Like I don't know.
Oh,
why
it
you're
is.
complaining
It
about
is.
that.
I was just saying. I
I
got.
look at the
my-
left corner too. That's
I
pretty
did
good.
choose to play it out,
If it fits.
but we
Yeah.
did get separated by across the map. So I'm
Yeah, that
just
was
saying.
bugged. You bugged out.
I don't know
Okay.
why you didn't ask for a
Remake?
restart.
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Well, the Preston
Ah,
restart, I was
it's
just
fine.
like,
I don't
like if you really force me to, I guess we can restart. But like,
You know,
that
I
was just
was
straight
already,
up bugged.
I had a decent enough start, like build wise, and I was like, you know what, we'll just run it. And
Preston, you're
Squeaky didn't
muted
have any
if you're
complaints either.
trying to.
We didn't really want to play as a team the whole time anyways. Worked out
No.
better this way.
Yeah, we kind of just communicated our own like 1v alls.
So what I told Sawyer is map controls everything, number one. Number two, if we're next to Caleb, Caleb will try to push me. And if Caleb had pushed 2 minutes earlier before I got Man-at-Arms upgrades in the Castle Age, he would have won. But then he ran into Castle Age Man-at-Arms.
Yeah.
And I told him to hold
didn't
back
have
his knights, make them,
crossbows.
but hold them back, yeah. So I just
Mm.
pushed into that and we fended that off.
That's
And I'm
true.
like,
There was a chance I could have knocked you early, and then this wouldn't have happened. But yeah, no.
yeah, but
You defended
I'm
that.
surprised that you actually ended up going for me early because I'm like, okay, Caleb's far enough away.
Well,
and
it's
there's
because I had
David.
scouted you, and I thought you hadn't scouted me, and I was like, well, I'm behind him. He probably won't expect an attack from this direction.
No, I saw your proxy barracks there, and I'm like, okay, I'll just leave that alone. I'm in
Oh,
Castle
okay.
Age. I could just pump out real
Okay.
quick. But like 2 minutes
Alright.
earlier, I would have been dead. Yeah.
I figured, yeah, just pressure would have been good.
That was very close on.
But man,
That was a good fight. That was my
the full
Actually,
French.
I love that you came back to win after that too.
Honestly, that's a good story.
Yeah, I had to encourage Sawyer because he's like, I suck at this game. We're gonna lose. I'm like, no.
Are you
You're good.
gonna cast this?
Oh, I
Tyler?
casted it.
That was
I
live.
cast
Oh,
it.
you
I
cast
will be
it.
uploading it
Oh,
to
man.
YouTube tomorrow, and also the VOD
Okay,
is
I'm
available
gonna
in
have-
scuffed form on Twitch right now.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Did you all miss the part where the part where Sawyer forgot his knight upgrades?
Yes,
Yeah, I saw that. Actually, I took note of that. Yeah.
Is that when he went to go fight Caleb with me and
No, he
they
still doesn't
died
have them.
He didn't have the final armor upgrades.
I was
Yeah.
like, why are the knights so squishy? He died. Like, Caleb, remember when we pushed you a few times and you kept wiping it? Like, the knights would die. Like, all of them would die before my Man-at-Arms. I'm like, what is going on with these knights? They're getting melted by these English armor piercings. He's like, oh.
I
they're
mean,
no-
by crossbow, hand cannon, and mangonel will still beat knights.
So I thought
It's
Caleb
not
was
as
going to
hard to counter
decimate.
as spears, but it's still pretty good.
I like
we
seeing
decided-
Preston pull back this game when you saw too many mangonels. You didn't just run into it. So good learning curve there.
Sometimes.
What do you
at
mean? I made
least.
springolds for them.
I
Yeah, no,
definitely-
you actually like
There were a
handled them.
bunch of
So good
springles.
job.
I did kill them all at one point, but they certainly had their use.
Yeah.
Wait, Tyler, could you see chat?
No, I could not. I can see. We got
Oh.
Spencer's stream on right now. If you go in the chat, we can see that it's on live.
Oh, it's been going on for hours.
Yeah,
So
we've been really.
No, reason-
you gotta scroll through
reason,
this. You gotta scroll through this. There's so much.
so the reason that all 5 people or all 6 people turned on the teal and purple team is because of diplomacy. I was trying to like convince everyone to kill them.
Yeah, they went. No, that's fair. They went to the fifth victory position. That means they're the first.
I was like, let's just kill them really quick and then I'll go wonder. And
Yeah,
Oh,
and then
man.
it
just
2
did.
hours. I would have went on board with that. But holy crap. Spencer held
Sacred, everyone. I wasn't kidding.
on probably better than I did.
All of our towers were upgraded, by the way. I had cannons or spring
A lot of
placements on all of them,
cannons.
David. Yeah.
Some other highlights in this game were She the Distance losing her base and then surviving, moving 2 landmarks back, and then going back out with 1 villager to repair both dead landmarks and then rolling them to safety. And also Squeaky G building 26 rams in one wave.
That was
Twice,
great.
by the way. He did
That
that
was
twice. That's where all the wood on the
At
map
least
went.
3 times, I thought.
There were 3 times at least, but that was the 2
Oh,
big
okay.
like tsunamis.
I wonder
Squeaky.
if like per pop, if like per health, the health per pop, like Rams must be the highest, right?
Probably. They're
Hey,
pretty
Well, they're
Just
gonna
good.
like
upgrade.
tanky
It's like
things
HP
to
per
throw.
pop. Maybe
They're cheaper than they
elephants?
used
I
to
don't
be.
know.
Well, the
Maybe.
Rams are getting an upgrade. Remember the next update, Imperial
Oh, yeah.
Age
Oh,
upgrade
They
for them.
buffed them
And
last
I'm
update,
happy
didn't
about
they?
that.
So Ram Ranch might actually be viable.
Anyways.
What are you talking
Hey,
about?
you almost sniped teal
I almost
and purple.
sniped him.
Yeah,
Okay.
Caleb, if you
As
had pushed
soon as I
earlier
hit-
on She the Distance, like 2
Yeah.
minutes earlier, they would have been out of the game probably.
When I hit
Oh.
that trade at the end there, I thought that was probably GG. And I mean, it wasn't
No.
quite, but I
But-
killed like a
What a
huge
game.
We got pretty
cloud
lucky with these choke points
traders.
back here, where
Hmm.
like we had these 2 choke points in the back of the map
Yeah.
separating our base.
Well,
Thing
you
is,
actually had
is
land
You
toward.
were also, yeah, you were farther than me.
I
Or
did
you
not
were
have that
farther
much
away
land.
than Preston was.
I
Look
guess
at
there's that.
David's. Look at David's
Mm.
base.
Dude, I am so like constricted.
Well, sure, but you expanded like
Oh
off
wow,
to the
I
left.
like your wonder spot,
Well,
David.
oh
That
yeah, you
looks
like
very
it?
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I just
Little
started building
castle
that like probably 10
Very
minutes
aesthetic.
before
Oh.
before you.
Ah.
Hey,
I
David.
I
David.
greatly
Preston, go ahead.
appreciate you not just going all in and trying to build it as fast as you
I
can.
mean, it
You
would
made
have
for a
been
much
like
better
I could have just built. I had like infinite stone because of Guildhall, right? I had 50k stone or 30k in the
yeah, I
Guildhall
was
right
out
now.
of stone.
David, did you think you were gonna beat me to building it?
Yeah, because I had like I had like 60 villagers waiting
Okay.
to build it.
Ready? You want to know how many I used?
How many?
I used 45, all of them inspired, so each of them has a 15% increase in HP. So I don't think you would have beaten me.
I had them. So I had them chopping wood nearby, and then I pulled them because I figured like, oh, he'll probably pull like 20, and then I'll just pull 60, and I'll catch up. But you were. That's why I insta canceled.
Why? Because you figured that I had them
No,
inspired
no.
more than.
I looked at your wonder and I
You
saw.
can
I
see,
just circled it.
There.
Yeah, I just circled your bills.
Wow.
Oh, so you could see how fast they were building it.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm not gonna win there.
Yeah.
Well,
Also, they're
I think-
inspired. So
David, I think your wonder spot actually would have been in Treb range.
from the hill.
Yeah, from that hill.
Yeah,
with the tech
I
down.
know. I was debating because the
Keep
problem
it
is
up
the chamber is kind of in the way. I should have probably just deleted the houses, but whatever.
Started
Well, you should
stacking.
have swapped. You should move the
Delete the trade.
the trade.
Anyway.
higher.
Nobody ever wants to do that.
All right, I gotta go. I'm
I
still
thought
sick.
Caleb
Alright, Caleb.
pushed me. I thought
But,
Caleb
man.
pushed me because he heard me start picking up relics. I'm like,
That was such a fun. That was the most fun I've had in an age game in
Oh,
a
that
long
was so
time.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really
We
fun.
gotta
That
do
was-
balance like that more because that was crazy.
I'm just sad I wasn't able. Like I was like, oh, let me
well
push
played.
whoever's next to me, and then there's just water and rocks.
No, you could have pushed yellow. This is a.
You could have killed.
this is a
You could have
false
killed Chris
equivalence.
though. You could have killed
We
Chris. Though.
fought for like a good 30 minutes straight, and it was kind
Yeah.
of just
I
pointless.
mean, we
job,
did
good
fight
job
for so
holding.
long. yeah.
Killing Christo wasn't gonna happen.
Good. Okay, good. You put your foot down on
We
that
each were able to
Yeah.
hold on our own sides of the map.
Imagine
Um,
being the Malian player and having the least gold collected in the whole game.
You were really suffering on that there at the
I
end.
think
Yeah.
I think Sawyer and I got lucky that our trade wasn't less than 71 gold to trade. I was like really thinking it
What
was,
was
gonna be
yours?
really low.
Why is that like the
71.
break point? Oh, it's
Okay,
just
ours was like 150, I think.
Why didn't
Yeah.
you drop your trade
130.
further into the corner? You guys could have like doubled your range.
Me?
Hmm.
Us?
Sawyer, yeah.
Well, what do you mean in the corner? Like half the corner was
Like
covered by a
the
mountain.
river.
Down south, yeah, by the
down
river.
south.
I don't know. I didn't think about that. I was just trying to get trade up, but we should have done that.
I didn't have any.
Because
trade, but I'm
Sawyer
gonna use
Sawyer
that
was
trade.
running out of gold at the end. I sent him like 30, 40k gold in the for that wonder fight.
I was never short on resources. I was actually even able to, like, I wasn't gonna run out of bank, even if you two kept attacking me, Preston. I think unless you changed something.
So that's why I pulled back because I kept telling I wanted him to build archers and stuff to counter your units, and then
Yeah.
you weren't gonna run out either because we were trading. I had like 5, 6
Right,
relics.
right.
Like we had infinite wood. I had no problem with
Yeah.
wood. I had no problem with food. Trade was secure. It was under Elzebach. So we were fine on res until Sawyer said he was out of gold at the end because he traded all of his gold for stone. I don't know why.
Wait,
he
why?
did that. I don't know why. I'm like, why would you?
Was
do
his
that?
guild hall not on stone?
Well, anyway.
I don't know.
All right. I look forward to watching the cast.
Well,
Right.
Caleb, I got a very visceral sense of satisfaction when I got all those knights and horsemen in your back
I
line.
was just like, I need the pop space anyway, so I can rebuild them later. Just let
Well-
them have it. It's like, oh, it feels so bad chasing down knights with such a slow, because I have such a slow comp.
Well, it felt like
Definitely.
I was getting you were getting your comeuppance for that
Yeah.
attack, and I was just like, well,
Mm.
I enjoy this. I enjoy this
Oh, that was the
revenge
one
here.
at the same time as I was getting attacked. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That was a 3v1.